You wanted people to think you were rich. Now prove it.
25-year-old Tobi Adelaja only wanted people to admire him online. He never imagined pretending to be rich would nearly cost him his life. By day, Tobi was just another struggling photographer in Lagos. He lived in a tiny one-room apartment in Surulere with a leaking ceiling and unstable electricity. Most weeks, he barely made enough money to eat properly. But every night, he scrolled endlessly through social media. Luxury cars, designer clothes, expensive restaurants, young influencers smiling beside things they probably didn't even own. And slowly, something dangerous began growing inside him. Pressure. The pressure to look successful. The pressure to appear important. The pressure to make people believe he had made it. Especially after his ex-girlfriend posted photos with a wealthy businessman in Abuja. That broke something inside him. For days, Tobi could barely focus on work. He kept imagining the comments people made behind his back. See your mate. You're still struggling. You're not serious with your life. One Friday afternoon, while editing photos at a small studio, his friend Femi walked in laughing loudly. "Tobi," he said, "you think too small." Tobi looked up tiredly. "What do you mean?" Femi dropped car keys on the table dramatically. A Mercedes-Benz key. Tobi stared instantly. "Whose car is that?" "My cousin's," Femi replied proudly. "He traveled yesterday." Tobi's eyes remained fixed on the key. Then slowly, an idea entered his mind. Terrible idea. "What if," he said carefully, "I use it for content?" Femi laughed immediately. "You want to pretend to be a big boy online?" Tobi forced a smile. "Just for pictures." That evening, everything changed. Tobi borrowed expensive clothes from another friend. A designer wristwatch, dark sunglasses, even polished shoes that were slightly too big for him. Then they drove the Mercedes to Victoria Island. For the first time in his life, people looked at him differently. Security guards greeted him respectfully. Street vendors called him chairman. Beautiful women smiled at him. And Tobi loved every second of it. Under the glowing Lagos night lights, he posed beside the car while Femi recorded videos. Opening the car door slowly, adjusting his watch confidently, walking into expensive restaurants he could never afford. To social media, he looked rich, very rich. That night, he uploaded the video and went to sleep smiling. But by morning, his phone was exploding. Thousands of views, hundreds of comments, big tops, money na water, motivation, boss man. Even people who had ignored him for years suddenly remembered he existed. Old classmates messaged him. Girls who once rejected him began replying his stories. And for the first time in a long while, Tobi felt important. But fake lifestyles attract real dangers. 3 days later, Tobi noticed a black SUV parked across his street. First, he ignored it, but the vehicle returned the next day, and the day after that. One evening, while buying food nearby, 2 unfamiliar men approached him. "Well done, boss," one of them said politely. Tobi smiled nervously. "Thank you." The second man glanced at the Mercedes video on his phone screen. "You're really enjoying life." Something about his tone felt wrong. Tobi laughed awkwardly. "Nah, content only." The men exchanged quick glances, then smiled, but the smiles never reached their eyes. That night, fear entered Tobi's chest for the first time. Suddenly, the fake life no longer felt fun, felt dangerous. The next morning, his mother called from Ibadan. "Tobi," she said worriedly, "some people came asking questions about you." His stomach tightened instantly. "What kind of questions?" "They asked if you recently became wealthy." Cold fear rushed through him. "How did they find my family?" His hands started shaking. That was when he finally understood. People believed the lie, completely. And now, dangerous people wanted a piece of the wealth they thought he had. For the next few days, paranoia consumed him. Every strange car looked suspicious. Every unknown number felt threatening. Every footstep outside his apartment made his heart race. Then came the message that shattered him completely. "We know where you live." Tobi froze, staring at his phone screen. Another message appeared immediately after. "Bring 20 million naira if you want your mother safe." His entire body went cold. He called his mother repeatedly. No answer. Again. Nothing. Panic exploded inside him. He grabbed his keys and rushed outside, breathing heavily. The black SUV was waiting. Two men stepped out slowly. The same men from earlier. One of them smiled calmly.
You wanted people to think you were rich. Now prove
The man
it.
stepped closer. "Now prove it." Tobi's legs nearly collapsed beneath him. In that moment, Tobi realized something horrifying. The internet only shows people what you want them to believe. But the consequences are always real. Because sometimes, pretending to be rich can make dangerous people believe you truly are. Subscribe for more